Okay, yeah, good evening. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, good evening to all the students of SRM University who have joined this live stream session. So my name is Subramanian. I'm from Talentia Global. You might already know me. I'm working with SRM University, and we also have our team here. Along with us, we have Dr. Madhusudan, who heads the CDC at SRM University, and we also have Dr. Snehalata Madam. She has joined us. She is a lead of the STEP program, and we are very happy to have the smiling Lokesh join us for today. So it's nice that he agreed for this stream at a short notice. He is an ex-alumnus of SRM. He has graduated last year, 2026 pass out, and he has gone through the process himself at Infosys. So it'll be good to hear from him how the whole program was structured, what was his experience, and some tips to share. So in this brief interaction session, we are going to share certain rules you will follow, certain tips you will get, and also we will have a chat with Lokesh. So we will have a fair idea for the entire process. At the same time, if you have any questions, please feel free. You can post your comments on the live chat. We will try to answer as many as possible. You will also see the URL link to Google Drive, where all the preparatory material will be added. The same would have been shared to you by email. These are the standard set of questions that Infi expects you to prepare on. Plus, they've given a document titled Level Up, which has quite a lot of questions. In addition to this, with a focus on hard questions, we've added 3 more folders that will give you specific problems
Sir,
to prepare on.
sir,
Yes,
sir, am I audible?
yes, we can hear you.
Sir, there are only 6 attendees in the meet.
Yeah, we
Or I
are
could see.
streaming this on YouTube. On the Teams, we are having
Okay,
limited
okay,
people
okay,
coming in.
okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, madam. So we will run you through all the material which is shared as we go past. So basically, this brief orientation session is to help you to prepare well for your Infosys Drive, which is a very important client for us. So the program we are targeting is the Infosys Specialist Program. We will see how the entire thing is structured. So Rohit, can you just, sorry, Lokesh, can you just run us through the 4 levels and how Infosys typically does its hiring?
Okay. So thank you so much, sir, for the introduction. Okay, so mostly in Infi, we see 4 roles in the fresher level. One is the DAC role, Digital Specialized Engineering. It's consists of 7 LPA CTC. And other than that, there is an SP role. It consists of 3 different levels. One is the L1, L2, and L3. All are of different packages. The main purpose of this SP role was basically on the complexity and the tasks given by the Infi. So once you will join, you will get to know about it as well. Coming on the process, what happens is after the shortlisting, you will be having an online assessment. In that, I think so it will
So,
be concisely.
Lokesh, I'm just sorry to jump in here. So I'll just kind of summarize. So what you are telling is the digital specialist is a new role which is carved, which is basically focusing on AI technologies. Starts with 7 LPA, and SRM students have the opportunity to go up to L3 level as a specialist programmer. So we would
Yes.
yes, so we would encourage all of you to choose the right level. Of course, set your aspirations very high. We would love to see as many people crack the highest band. At the same time, our request to all of you is please know your strengths. Look at who you are. Do what is the best for you. Ultimately, end of the day, getting into a fantastic company like Infi itself is a good milestone. We can always grow further from there on. Don't try to shoot something which is not possible. At the same time, no need to be fearful. It's all about what you know. So please make sure that you all attempt what you think is achievable, and please be very realistic. At the same time, nothing like success. You have a long way to go. There are many opportunities, and Infi is a fascinating opportunity for you. So please make sure that you meet your first milestone of success, which is very critical. So while LPA matters, that should not be the only driver. Succeeding in what you do should be a very important thing. Right. So Lokesh, I would like to know which specialization you're from. Just tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Okay, so I was selected for the L1 specialization role, so consists of 11 LPA CTC. And in that particular process, let me start with the process itself, on is how I got selected in this L1 role. So basically, what happened was first we gave our online test, and after that we had an interview session of around like 1 hour. So for the online test, I think so it was consisting of 4 questions. First was the easy, then second was the medium, third was the hard, and the fourth was the complex questions. So can we move to the next slide? I can explain with that as well.
Yes, and I just want to know one more thing, Lokesh. What is your branch at engineering branch at SRM? What's your specialization?
Yeah. So I was from computer science core branch, sir.
Okay, you're from computer science core branch.
Yes, sir.
And just a small thing, how long you're preparing on DSA, Lokesh? When did you start your preparation? Which year of engineering?
To be very honest, sir, after my third year completed, during my STEP program only, sir, during the placement training program, I just started preparing for DSI at that time only, sir.
So this can be a very good thing and also a slightly scary thing. It's always nice for people to prepare earlier, but I know that you gave it your best during the STEP program. However, starting early is good, but the good news is if you prepared well for your 6 months and you're able to do this, I think all the other kids here have sufficient time and they can be very hopeful of clearing this. So it's never too late to start.
Yes, sir, for sure. If I can do it, then anyone can do it. I believe in that. So.
Great. So, if I understood you right, Rohit, you went through 2 important rounds. One was your online assessment where you're asked to solve 4 questions, and then you had a technical interview. So, please run us through your online, your round one. What kind of questions you're asked, what topics you were tested on, and something more that will be helpful for all the students.
Okay. So basically, obviously, the online test it was like it was consisting of 4 questions only: easy, medium, hard, and complex. So you have to, if you want to get through the interview process, you have to solve at least one question, whether it's an easy, whether it's an hard, or whether it's a complex question. You have to solve any one. Suppose if you solve an easy question, there are very high chances you can be selected in the DHC branch itself only. And depending on the level, once if you solve the medium, hard, and complex, also you will be selecting for the higher roles as well, for the L1, L2, L3 roles. So in the easy, mostly what I have seen, and even like the online test has been conducted in different batches as well. When I asked my friends as well, the easy questions were from strings, array, and linked lists, stacks and queues. Medium questions, I think so. The concepts of trees and graphs comes, and hard, medium and hard question. It consists of trees and graphs question, and complex was around like dynamic programming and 3D algorithm, all that thing.
Okay, so we have some guidelines, Lokesh, about
Yes.
the accuracy level, which is expected. So for L3 level, so Infosys had a meeting with us. So they were very helpful and they want to enable more people and allow more people to join them. So they've set
Yes,
the
sir.
accuracy at about 85%. So you need to crack at least one complex question and get your public and hidden test cases going, have at least 85% and above. to be able
Yes,
to
sir.
qualify for the L3 level.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's also the thing. And one more thing, what I have been noticing in this online tests regarding the Infi thing is, don't leave any question. You just attempt, whether it's a brute force approach or anything. Partial marking is also there with the test cases. Suppose if you pass around like 5 to 6 test cases from like out of 12, then even that scores matter, to be very honest.
Yes, that's a very interesting point. In fact, one of the instructions which was given was to ask the students to give it a shot to all the questions, and if they do not attempt all the questions, there's a loss of points. So we request all the students to keep in mind. And in my chat, Lokesh made a very good point. So typically, since you have a natural progression, you have the easy question, then one medium, one hard, one complex. It might not be tenable to do all the four, but however, some people might be able to crack all the four. So students normally tend to hit the complex ones directly. So this was feedback we got from people in Infosys also. As a result, they might end up not doing anything at all if you don't crack the complex thing. So the technique which was shared is to attempt the level that is easiest for you to crack and then progress so that you at least have one thing that you complete and then you progress. So supposing you are able to handle the medium question completely, then it's better to start there, crack it, and then give it a shot. You either go for hard or complex than directly going to complex. So this was a recommendation. But Lokesh had one good observation. He said we should also know the strength. Supposing a student does not have idea about, let's say, DP, and you get a question which is DP based, and it might even be medium complexity, then it will not make sense to tackle it. Or it might be even a single silly thing like strings, and you might be working on this with C++, and that might not be a strength. Then it makes sense to not take the easy for, to start with and go to medium. However, the important thing is please answer all the questions because they would like to see how you attempt all of them, and there are points for attempting all of them. So, Lokesh, you want to add anything else to this?
No, sir. You can carry forward, sir.
Okay, and students, all the L2 level expectations is you have to get at least one hard question right, which is mandatory, and the expected accuracy is 65 to 75%. So you can remember this, you can make a note. We will perhaps also share this presentation with all of you. So just to recap, your L3, you need to get 85% and above accuracy. You need to solve one complex question. Whereas for L2, you might need to have at least one hard question answered correct, and your accuracy should be 65 to 75%. So please make sure that you answer all the cases, especially hit your edge cases, which you have to practice. They are normally given as your hidden test cases. And the very obvious functional cases are normally your public cases. All of you would know this. You've been practicing lead code, but I'm just reiterating. And L1 expectation is you still need to do this. So you need to have a minimum overall accuracy of 50%, and you need to get these two levels right. So, Lokesh, you want to add something to this?
One more thing I would just like to add on is, it's not necessary like you have to aim for the higher package itself only. Like obviously, I will just suggest that everyone wants a 21 LPA job only. I will be very honest to you, but in, on when you attempt the exam, once you are in the online test, that pressure which is created with that package, that 21 LPA is something makes us like more panic in that particular situation. So I would just suggest you one thing: what's out your sense, just do that first. Once get a minimum job like around like 7 to 11, then try to go for the 21. That will be a basic thing, because mostly what happens and what I have listened is from my seniors as well, and from the interview itself only, interview, so he told like you can increase your package once you are in the training phase as well, but it's the most important thing is to get in Infosys. That's the most important thing.
So that's interesting. So what you're telling Lokesh is there is an opportunity for people to perform well during the training phase and
Yes.
perhaps a gun for a higher pay. So getting in itself will be a significant milestone. Is that right? If I understand you well?
Yes, sir. Because
Okay.
main issue is this with this particular thing is that so what I have been on that particular side only, sir. Aiming for 21 LPA job is something okay. It creates a pressure on yourself also, and sometimes during the pressure also many of us we can't perform well, sir. So that's the thing what I have noticed. But if you can handle the pressure, then obviously like 21 LPA you can go for it. Because actually what happens it is once you clear the online test also, there's one more online test for L2 and L3 role, the 16 LPA and the 21 LPA job. So over there also you will get much more complex questions and everything.
Yeah, that's what
Perfect.
Lokesh. Let me also add on to this. Just by answering a complex question alone will not fetch you a 21 LPA job. Just remember that that's what was we were told in the meeting. So start from medium. If you are aiming for 21, at least start from the medium level and proceed to the complex level. Okay. Am I right, Lokesh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You can continue. Thank you.
Yeah, ma'am. That's all.
So that's an important observation. The key is to get 100% right anyway. So that's non-negotiable, no matter which level you do. So that's something that all students have to aim for. Make sure that you write your code in such a way that it's not only optimized, you also hit all your public and hidden test cases, which you'll be seeing. That is the key. In addition to this, it's not enough to do only one. You also have to have the horizontal depth. So it's important to attempt all the four to whatever extent possible so that you accumulate the points. So you have to do both, but give your one that will guaranteed succeed your best shot while you have time to always attempt the other ones. So make sure that you all score one and you don't fail in that.
Yes.
Okay, so you will be already aware of this. You will have sample and hidden test cases. So that's something that you should be focusing on. And at the same time, you also make sure that you write good logic. So in case you're running short on time, you have cracked one already, and then you're not having adequate time, you want to brute force it, there's no other option. You have to go through. You might not have the time to time space optimize everything. But by default, what the companies are looking at is optimized code. It should be time space efficient, but don't try to make everything time space efficient. If you got one right, there's only so much you can do within the time. Complexity and time matters. So you'll have to really be smart, plan yourself well when you're proceeding on this. So, Lokesh, you want to add anything here?
One more thing I would just like to add on is just that during the once you have seen it now, basically for the complex, I'm talking about the complex and the hard questions. The main thing of that is if you are not able to solve it with the like main method, just go for the brute force anyhow. Because see, the main objective, as you have seen in the L3 slide as well, you have to get the 75% of accuracy. It's not about simply 85% accuracy of complex question. It's 85% accuracy of all the questions what you have attempted in your Infosys test. So the most important thing is if you are getting a partial test cases right, also it is a bonus point in your accuracy. That's the thing.
Great. Good point. Thanks, Lokesh. And again, needless to say, this goes unsaid. So please make sure that you maintain levels of integrity. So definitely it puts a scar on you, and this scar can be uh, a pretty big scar. At the same time, it also hurts the university, your peers. So please make sure that there's no malpractice. So Infi has zero tolerance for this. So they find this, it's an exit straight away. So be very aware of this. And again, when you go to the interview, clarity is very critical. So once you have internal conviction in what you want to answer, then your expression becomes very obvious. So be very, very clear, precise, no beating around the bush. So if you are very clear and concise, it's always very appreciated. At the same time, you will have different types of questions. So Lokesh, I would also want you to throw light. After the round one, when you cleared, how was your second round experience? Typically, what questions were asked and how did you approach this?
Okay, guys. So yeah. Okay, sir. So basically, the round one was just a trailer for L1, L2, and L3. The main climax is at the second level of L2 and L3 because another online test is there for them. It consists of two questions only, mostly dynamic programming questions and everything. After that, they are eligible. If they clear that online test, then they are eligible for the interview rounds. And
Sir,
coming
I'm
on,
sorry to interrupt you, Lokesh. So if I understand you right, so there is a round one which is common for all, and those who qualify for L2, L3. So in this case, people do have an additional online assessment, online round, where you have to solve two problems, which is the round two, and then the round three becomes the technical interview. So for L2, L3 roles, essentially it's three rounds. You have two rounds of online test and one technical interview. For L1,
yes,
it's two rounds. You have one round of online test, and then you have the technical interview. Is that the right
same
summary,
goes with,
Lokesh?
yeah, same goes with the DAC role as well, sir.
Okay. And how did you approach your uh, second round? So typically, what questions were asked, and how did you perform? You can throw some light on this.
Yeah, so basically during my interview, it was around like 1 hour of interview. So first, he just took an introduction of mine, and after that he gave me two DSA questions to solve them manually. It was a pure like so for that I just prepared from strivers and many other materials which was given in the step as well. So that two DSA question, once you are solved, then they will ask question from that itself only, why you have used this particular algorithm, what is the time complexity and everything. After that, once it's completed, then they will move to the next thing, which is your core knowledge about your DBMS, OOPS, and OSUA. So they will ask about it, and you have to be one thing what they have told me in the feedback during my interview also. You have to be very clear about your concepts. It's
Yeah, go ahead. We can
hello.
hear you well. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, you have to be way too clear about your concepts, and you have to be like you have to give them a clear definition about it. You don't have to be like what is it, you can explain them with the help of an example of that thing what I have noticed and what I have like gather some information with my friends as well. You have to be way too clear and way too like you have to be fully, you have to give a proper definition type of thing so that it can be a understanding from them as well. After that, they gave me some scenario based questions as well, like if we give you this particular project, what will be your approach? What do you see? How AI agents are developing and all that of things. So it's a combine of all the things in my particular interview.
So basically, in your round two, they asked you questions on DSA, but it was not limited to DSA. They also asked you your computer science fundamental concepts that you learned. So just
Yes,
to see your academic depth and how serious you were. And then they also asked you on your project engineering skills. Especially in your case, they asked you more on agentic AI and developed
yes,
and your agentic AI engineering itself, just to see
yes, sir.
how more niche cutting edge you are.
Yes, sir.
And what kind of internships you had done prior to this, Lokesh?
I have done. I've done just in software development as the internship only in a Delhi-based company only, sir. My operator, the company name is My Operator, sir. So beside that, after that, I have just taken parts in like Intel Unity programs and everything.
But one thing I really appreciated you, Lokesh, you made it to Infi. You have your joining date. You're going, but you're still working from a company in Delhi, trying to acquire skills. That's a very smart thing to do, because in the 4 or 5 months you're working, you will definitely get better polish. So when you go through the boot camp there, you will come through more mature than the rest of the people who would not have industry experience. I would really like to appreciate you on that. That's a smart thing to do.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so whatever questions we're getting, I think most of them are covered by this. In case there are more questions, you can please shoot your questions here. And if you have any questions that we can answer, please watch out the stream. We'll share more answers. And this will also, the recording also will be soon obviously available. So all of you are free to go through this. And we wish all of you the very best. So set your sights on the highest goals, at the same time be realistic but not fearful. It's never wrong to shoot high as long as you're confident. So all that matters is how well prepared you are, and the interviews are going to start pretty soon. So Dr. Sneha madam, do you have anything to add on to this? Okay, so Madhusudan sir, you would like to add something on to this? Okay, so great. So Lokesh, thanks. Any other tips you want to add?
Yes, sir. I just want to add one more thing. It's for all the students. Like once you get into the interview process, you have a golden opportunity. I think so. I have not seen any company like this, but in Infosys, I have seen this. If you are selected for an L3 role, and suppose in interview sometimes we don't do perform well or something, we get nervous or something, there are very high chances you can get like they don't you know they don't like select you. It's just like they will downgrade your package. Suppose if you are selected in the L3 role and suppose your interview didn't go well, then they might downgrade you instead of letting you go. That's the thing what I have noticed in Infosys right now in the interview process and everything. So it's okay, like it's okay like if you don't perform well also, but it's you guys still have a chance like to get a downgrade package. I know 21 LP and 16 LP is something different, but at least you are getting better than others. And yeah.
Okay, so what you're telling is the online tests are only one aspect of it. The consistency has to be there, and they have to perform in the technical interview. So even if somebody qualified for L3, but the interview did not go well, there's a possibility they might offer a L2 or L1 role.
Yes, sir.
Of course, there could also be no selection, but there could also be a role which is offered at a lesser rank. So they have to be consistent in the interview also.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So that's a good tip. So I hope all this helps.
And also during the meeting, what they said is when one simple question is asked, they complicate, the students complicate, maybe probably they are tensed or they are under the pressure that they should crack this 21 LPA. So they complicate, they make it more tougher while answering. Even a simple question is answered, is viewed as a tough question and they complicate the question. That's what they said. Lokesh, you can put in some view on this.
Yeah, I've shared that thing as well, ma'am. So basically, what happens is they expect a clear answer. It's not about like you can't twist them around. It's all about if you give them the straight answer, they will let you select in that particular role. Otherwise, it's very high chances they will downgrade you, or otherwise they will not select you. You have to be way too clear. And yeah, coming on this particular thing, it's the interview questions are basics. It's all basics. Like you can study it around like from your SRM materials as well, and the material provided by the step team as well. You can just go through them, and it's very easy process. It's just that you don't have to panic. That's the main.
Yes, that's an
Yeah,
excellent
thank
point.
you, Lokesh.
So I would like to add with whatever experiences I've had in different companies like Microsoft, Sun. We always like cheerful people, and we always like straight shooters. If you do not know is a great answer. Then wasting time. At the same time, being precise helps. So remember, as we're all going to be smart guys attempting this, we can tend to intellectualize the whole answer and complicate it. So as Steve Jobs says, simplification is the most complex thing. So the art of simplifying things is very important. So try to keep things as simple as possible. Be precise, be humble, and absolutely be cheerful and confident. So that whole experience itself will help you with any interview you go into. And you should come through uh, humble as a learner. And whether you do well or you don't do well, it's all okay relative because you need to be in form on that day. But you got to be very cheerful and be very precise. Okay, so thanks, Lokesh. These have been great tips from you. We really wish you well. We're happy to see a good, successful SRM alumnus student. At the same time, you caught the bus at the last minute. You started during the step sessions. We are pleasantly surprised and happy that you did everything in 3 4 months and you have come so far. So I know you're going to be pretty successful. I've interacted with you. You're pretty smart. So good. Thanks for doing this at short notice. And if you need any further help, we will reach out to you. So thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
thank you, Lokesh. Thanks a lot. Just in
Thank
a
you.
short notice, he was ready to come and address you all. So all of you should be grateful and just keep the points in mind and work accordingly. Thank you, Lokesh. Thanks a ton.
Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am. Thank you, sir.
So one last thing to all the students, Mike, you may want to share the screen. So you'll see in the chat and also in the live link in the description, you'll find a link to a Google Drive. So I will unshare my screen. So request Mike to share the screen. So we already have a lot of material which has been shared by Infi. So if you click on the Google Drive link, you will see something called as Infosys prep material. So you will see that the PDFs which are all there are all straight from Infi. You already would have seen this shared by 4 PDFs. They've been shared by Infi. So they want to make sure that people succeed. And then you also have this level up question. This is a huge document. I see that it's over 1300 pages. So it looks like they packaged all possible questions you want. You can go through. In addition to this, we have curated certain questions which are normally asked. You can also go through this. These are basically only for the hard questions. So if somebody wants to give this a crack, you can. So please make sure that you know what you have to bite, how much you can chew. And obviously, given that you have 3 4 days of time, there's only so much that you can do. But at the same time, we're confident. It's not like you started yesterday. You've been practicing this for a long time. So I'm sure that you will do well. But you will see in this, if you can open any of these folders, Mike. So you will see certain complex questions. So these are the typical info-driven questions that you'll get. Then also, if you go back, you will see some of the standard lead code questions that will be relevant. They are very pattern based. So for those who want to give this a shot, do this. This might help you not only with respect to the current drives, it can help you for everything else. And we have a lot more that we can share, but we would like to keep this simple, help you to focus on what you have to do. I'm sure that if all of you can glance through all the questions shared, practice this, you'll do well. But remember, planning is everything. You got to be very smart about how much time it takes, what you can do, and how to plan and approach the overall thing. Okay, Sneha madam, I have one question for you.
Yes,
So, what is
sir.
the typical duration they give, and when is it more likely to start? We know that it's
Right.
tentatively from Monday.
Yeah, that's what it is from Monday, probably. We do not know about the duration. We are yet to get the confirmation about it. Anyway, I'll discuss with Sukmo and sir tomorrow and Madhu sir, and we'll let you know because they have not given us the actual timings and all that. We'll confirm it tomorrow, sir. In tomorrow's meet, we'll confirm.
Okay. And a request to all the students is please keep checking your mails. At Havelock, you will have communication coming in as you have today. And those who missed some part of today, please go through the stream again. It's not a lot, 40 minutes. This will kind of be good summary for you. Also go through the documents. I hope you already have started preparing on this. These questions are very fascinating. They are useful not just for Infi, it will help you for everything else. So thanks to Infi for actually sharing these questions. And we wish you all the best. And thanks one more time, Lokesh. Nice to see you and good luck to you. Good luck to all the students.
Sir,
Thank you, sir.
sir, just a minute. We got some feedback from the students who attended TCS interview, and even the return test. They were all worried about the 2x rule, which is applicable. So they didn't want to go for the 7 LPA or whatever it is in TCS. If they felt if they just crack that 7 LPA, they cannot go for 10 LPA jobs. So they didn't do well about in the exams. So please, students, I just want to tell you that don't bother about the 2x role and all things like that. Just do your whatever is possible by you, do it and get it from them. Later, we'll think about the 2x role applicable and all that. Okay. This is one sincere advice from our side. From most of the students, this is what is their feedback. They don't want to go for either they want to go for a higher package or nothing. So everybody cannot go for a higher package. So whatever you are capable of or whatever you're getting it, just hold it. Then we'll talk about the 2x rules and all that. Is that fine? Yeah, I just
Actually,
wanted to add.
glad you're mentioning this, madam. See, from the industry perspective, I'll tell you how we used to see when we hired. I would always like to hire a person who has an offer than one who does not have an offer, simply because they've gone through the grind, right? They've gone through round one, round two, round three, round four. Obviously, they have to be smart enough to clear all the rounds. Plus, it's not just online, interviews. They would have gone through a technical round. Many people go through a managerial HR round. So I would normally feel safe and prefer people with an offer than people without an offer because they've still not gone through the entire grind. So it's always contrary to what some of them might be thinking. It's always good to have an offer on hand and you'll be seen as more successful than being empty handed. So please do not worry. And whatever Dr. Sneha Madam has mentioned, that's a very important thing. Get your first success. Success will lead to more success. You have enough companies coming to campus. Even if the 2x rules applies, you still have enough companies on top of the 2x. So make sure that whatever you do, you succeed. You should not fail. So please make sure that you give it your best shot. Thanks for that, madam.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, then. So thank you all. Thanks to all of you one more time and all the students. So good luck to all of you and thanks, Lokesh. Thank you, madam.
Thanks. Thank you.